channel. If you're new here, my name is Louise and my channel is a haul every Saturday 5 o'clock, the one you're watching. I will be live Sunday morning and just maybe random videos in between or lives, just depends what's happening what week. So I do talk a lot. If that's an issue for you, this is not the channel for you. I also do have fibro, and I like to mention that just because sometimes words come out my mouth that are not planned, maybe don't make sense. If that happens and I pick it up in editing, I will put it up on the screen somewhere and hopefully it will make some sort of sense. So if you enjoy today's video, if you fancy seeing more, there's a subscribe button. If you click the subscribe button and then click the notification bell, you'll be notified when I do upload, because like I said, those are the only bits that I'm sort of committing to, is the haul and the live, which is on the weekend. Comment, like, share, all that good stuff if you fancy doing any of that. So we work on a £60 budget. That's for me and my adult son. I spent $52.85 this week. I was actually surprised I remember that. $52.85. I went mainly to Asda, a couple of very small bits in Iceland. It was a basic shop. I didn't go with a particular list and I wasn't particularly focused, so it is just whatever it is. You know, a lot of people feel like I need to justify my shop. I'm not going to. I'm not saying it's a healthy one, far from it, but it's just what I genuinely buy. I'm going to give you prices as we go along because it's interesting. I enjoy watching other people's hauls from different shops and seeing how much items are in different countries and stuff. It's interesting. The shop was fine. Bread is still not very good. Bacon is rubbish still. They really haven't got much selection going on in my local Asda, because I know like you can go to a different store and have no issues with it. So if you do add up, because this has been done before, if you do add it up, you'll get a different total to me. The reason for that is because I always donate 3 items to the food bank rather. There's no reason for it being 3, it just randomly is 3. We do a big shop at Christmas, but midweeks it's just 3 items, and we've just sort of evolved into 3 sanitary products. I just pick up 3 different absorbencies and they go straight into the food bank because it's in Asda already, because if I bring it home to show you, it's just going to sit here for ages. You know, it'll be one of those jobs that's on my mind that I keep forgetting, so it's put in there already, so that's not in the food haul. I think I've covered everything. If not, wait till the end and I'll cover it. I'm sure I have. So let's get on with the haul. Right, so my fresh section, like I always say, this is just topping up with the things that I do have that are still good, because I don't know why people keep saying that this stuff goes off real quick, but it doesn't tend to go off really quick here. So we have lots of things still, so this is just adding to the items we've got. Now I did buy this big packet of tomatoes this week. They're sort of the size you would expect in the essential packet that I normally buy that's got 6 in it, but the ones this week were ridiculously small. Like, they weren't an awful lot bigger than a cherry tomato, and they didn't have the big fat, they're called beef tomatoes I think they're called, which would have been lovely. So we just went with this, £1.75. It's more expensive but they're a lot bigger, so I guess probably if I'd weighed them it would have worked out good. These will probably last me a while anyway. I mean, they look really good. So yeah, £1.75. £1.09 for the romaine again. You know I love a romaine now. It used to be iceberg all the time. It's got the right texture to it. It's definitely a texture thing. £1.09 for these. Let's do all the fresh little bit first. Needed some more lemons. I've been drinking warm lemon water before work. Very unusual for me. I can't normally handle food or drink, and I'm not doing food still because there's just no need, but warm lemon water seems to be okay. I can tolerate it. Maybe it's because it's warm, I don't know. Did have to get the expensive, well, not expensive, I like to get the essential range ones because they're usually good, but this week again they were very like ridiculously small, and I didn't think they would do enough drinks for the week, so I think these were 95. Let me just double check. Yes, 95. So the other ones are 65, but honestly they were so small. Now I feel like this is sort of the size we would normally get them. I don't know what's going on, but they were very small. I don't know. There could be a thing with farming or something that I've not heard about. Potatoes. Actually, these were a little bit cheaper. £1.59. I feel like they were £1.85 last time. Again, I went with bacon potato sizes just because possibly going to want baked potatoes with them, and the normal size packets, sometimes they're okay, but they're very small. Again, this way everything's small this way, so we just went with the bacon potato size. And strawberries, now these are still £2. I did want a selection of berries, but they're so expensive for such a small amount, the berries, that I just couldn't bring myself to do it. it's weird. I'm strange. So we just went with strawberries again. Now this is the 400 gram for £2, which is a really good deal. They did have a 600 gram for £2.89, which would have been even better, but they weren't so good. You know, they were already on their way out. So they, you know, strawberries don't last long. I've never, you know, I've tried all the different hacks. I haven't found one that makes strawberries last very well. So yeah, I would have got the larger one because it definitely would have worked out financially better for, you know, your weights and stuff. But they just weren't very good. I did have a really good look, so we just went with the 400 gram this week. No milk again because my milk's still good. We're really not getting through much of it at all. So clearly not going to buy it if we don't need it. I picked up a Greek yogurt. That's what I wanted the berries for. Berries and Greek yogurt. We're just going to have strawberries with it. It's not a biggie. I think I'll manage. And maybe there'll be some other, I don't know, food thing that I can think of with it. I'm not sure. This is 85p. Now I did have a look. They do have, so this is obviously the essentials range. Oh, the yellow in Asda means the essential range. They do have a blue one which is more expensive. I believe it was like £1.25 or around that. And I did have a look at the nutritional values on it. Only the calories and the fat content, because they have one that says it's lower fat, like this is fat free. They have a fat free one, a lot more expensive, and they're identical. The calories and the fat content are identical between this one and the one that is what, 40p more expensive. So definitely worth having a mooch around at those type things if they interest you. Want to save a few pennies. I got the instant coffee. You know, this is my absolute favourite one. 99p, just does the job. I've got one in the cupboard. I really don't want to get low because, you know, coffee is just one of those things you have to have in the house. What I do anyway. So yeah, just a cheap, cheerful, does the job. It's not a bitter one. I'd really like it. Now I need to get tomato ketchup. I don't get tomato ketchup that much. We don't really tend to use it that often. It's, you know, here and there. They didn't have the one, so I like to get the sugar free. I don't know if it's salt as well, the other one. Can't remember the price either, but they didn't have it. Now I did notice, so they've got two of these right next to the normal ones they have, the normal packaging. This is slightly different packaging. It is Asda, I did have to look. It's still by Asda. This is £1 and so is the other one. But like I said, they didn't have it. That's why I've got this one. So I don't know if this is going to taste any different. You would assume not. But this is 20 grams less for the same money. So if they did have the other wrapper, I don't know if this, maybe this is just a new wrapper. They've done a new design bottle. And if it is, then yeah, they're charging you the same amount for less of it, which would be pretty standard. They've also changed the wrapper on the classic barbecue sauce. There was nothing for me to compare it to because, you know, the wrapper's the same. It's just the packaging I didn't actually notice. Don't know. Actually, out of interest, let me check. So I did just check because, as you know, I do have a lot of barbecue sauces. I'm not going to run out. If they're there, I'm going to buy them. The size is the same. So this is a 460 for 120. It's still 460 for 120. It's just they changed the shape of the bottle with this one. So at least they're not duping us out of it. That one, I still don't know if it's a new wrapper or if it's like a new range or something. I don't know. Where to go, let's move forward. So I got this Tex-Mex cheese, spicy mozzarella and cheddar. It's got 2 heat setting. I'm not massive with heat. I don't know, I was just thinking like egg with a little bit of this on toast or something. That was my initial idea. This was down to £2. I couldn't honestly tell you if it was a very good deal or not. I did want to get some mozzarella and they just didn't have anything for me to get. So yeah, I didn't want normal cheese. I wanted, Corey wanted mozzarella. So I would have got the deal because they normally have a deal on the Asda Zone ones, but they didn't have the choices. So I just went with this. Corey won't eat this. I'm sure he won't. But we do still have cheese because, you know, I keep stocked up with that. And this is £2 at the moment. It wasn't a deal. I couldn't tell you how much this one was before because I've never bought, I don't think I've ever bought Castello. Castello, yeah. But maybe have. But I don't remember it. So yeah, fingers crossed that one's good. Literally got this because my favourite yellow sticker was £1.50, 84p now. Corey likes a pie every now and again, and this will just go in the freezer. Pepperoni, slightly different flavours. So yeah, that's the only reason I picked up that one. Bacon again, they still, like I said, they really don't have the choice in bacon, so I just went with the cheap £1.45 one. It looks like they're thin slices again, which is what I go for. Not too fatty. but it's really hard to tell because even though it looks really good like that, sometimes, I mean that one doesn't actually, that looks really thick. When you open it up from being vacuum packed, sometimes it's different, but still £1.45. They don't have the 16 pack sliced one still, it's just lots of empty shelf going on over there, so I don't know what's going on with that either. And I got this. Now, I do like chorizo. I'm not a fan of the texture of the meat ones. I found this one. Don't know if it's any good. Don't know if I've tried it. May have, but it was down from £2.25 to £1.35. Yeah, so I'll give it a go. Oat crumbles this week. It seems to be this one or the digestive. 77p still. Just put them in. Sometimes... I used to always have a reason for everything, but now I don't always have a reason. And look, they have them, they have them. These are the ones that I've been telling you about all along, where these are actually cheaper to buy. The 4 of these were 90p for 4. This is in the bread section, not in the fresh bread section, down in the normal bread section. They used to have these all the time, and then for the longest time they just didn't have them, and I'd have to pay 70p for 2, but 90p for 4, way, way better. Yeah, just that's tuna chunks. These are the ones that are 59p. They're the essential range ones. I've been buying these ones for years. I have never had scales, only once ever had a bone, and they're good, decent chunks. Somebody told me last week that they're not fit for consumption. I disagree. Clearly, I've been eating them for years, and I think it's very, very good. 59p, bargain, does the job, tastes like tuna, looks like tuna. I mean, it is tuna, so yeah, that's all I've got to say on that one. Spaghetti Loops, 19p, again, just like to keep stocked up, and I think I've had a packet this week. That was, yeah, that's it. The Nacho cheese, I picked up 2. They're £1.50. These are really, really nice. Again, a lot of this sauces and things, like they go through phases where you can't get them in the store for a while, so I did say I need to start stocking up. I don't know if this will be a stock up because Corey will probably just eat both of them anyway. It's just... nice dips. We like having dips in the house. This is actually a really nice one. Now there was 2 bottles of Coke, £2.39. This is what Corey would have. As I'm always telling you, you know, I haul on a different day to the day I shop because I can't always do it with fibro. So yeah, he's already cracked into these. I got brown loaf. Haven't had brown. It's called wholemeal. I don't know what the difference is between brown and wholemeal. I don't know if there is a difference. But I just picked up one. This is literally the same as the white one I would normally buy, as in it's the price and the packaging and everything. 75p. It's just wholemeal instead of white this week because just fancied a change. They still got the Charge energy drinks. This is the summer fruits. They've still got them 42p. So it works out cheaper for me to buy 8 individual rather than the 8-pack of the other ones, which is just the original. I think it's called original flavour. This works out slightly cheaper to do it this way at the moment. And Corey really likes these. This is what Corey takes to work. He's not a coffee person, so he takes these to work. Lollies have been cracked into. Corey's tried one of each. He said this one's very, very good. This is the double caramel billionaire. I believe I've had it before, but I can't tell you. I'm sure it's good because Magnum's always good. Down to £2 at the moment. The tropical ice cream, I'm sure I've had these before and they were so good. £1.60. You know, it's time to start getting the lollies in. The sun is out. We have to make the most of every moment it's out because it's just going to disappear as quickly, you know, being in England and all that. I got mini wraps because, again, down from 90 to 45p. Have been thinking of, like, you know, you put these in like a bowl to shape them, you put egg. I was thinking egg with the chorizo sausages, maybe something like that for a breakfast one day. Something a little bit different. And I don't think I've got the small wraps. I've got larger ones, just not the small ones. I didn't have a list from Corey this week because he's actually had the week off work, a booked week. And I didn't know what I needed to buy. Turns out he didn't need an awful lot, so we are good and stocked. He hadn't finished the last packet from last week. Now these are the ones that I'm always telling you about. This is the best value for your money. This is the 1.275 kilogram, £5.50. This is the chicken dippers. Now if you don't know about these, they do have a range of them in the black wrapper with the red on. Some are chicken dippers, some are chicken chunks, some are chicken strips, and they have different coatings, a batter one and a southern fried one, all sorts, but the weights are different, and this is the best, like the cheapest for the most. But yeah, they're very good. Corey eats them on a regular. I got the triple cheese pizza Doritos this week. These are on a deal for £1.50. I would normally have got the normal cheese, and they didn't have any. But Corey actually said this is the better ones. I didn't know, so now this is the one I would pick. I only ever buy Doritos when they're on deal, and the best deal you can get is £1.50 at the moment. The crisps, you know, always get the crisps anyway. £3.60 for 24 pack. This 6 prawn cocktail, 6 cheese and onions, 6 salt and vinegar and 6 ready salted. And that was it for Asda. And then I went into Iceland just before. Like I said, I didn't really have a plan of anything particular. I got him some southern fried chicken breast popcorn, 250g per packet. Now these are the luxury ones. You don't normally get them with southern fried coating, so I was quite pleased with that. And they're actually on deal for £1.50. I believe they're £2 normally. I got the chicken breast Kievs. This is the hoisin one. They're still on the pound deal. That is actually really good for 2 Kievs. I still haven't tried my packet, but Corey's had a few of these like, over the weeks or months since I've been buying them on the deal, and he likes them. And I found these. It was a combination of, it's a little bit more unusual plus the price, and it was not a deal price according to the little label. 4 onion bhaji quarter pounders for £2. That's really good, and I really like the idea of this. Dying to try them. You know, it could go either way, but I'm sure that it'll get eaten either, you know, even if you don't have it as a burger, you can have it as something. But that's actually really, really good price for quarter pounders. So yeah, just a few little bits in Iceland. So that was it. It feels like it's a mini haul, but I mean, price wise it's come right up there anyway. It was what, £7 something under budget, so we did good. Did you notice the flowers? If you was here on my live last week, it was my birthday and Corey bought me flowers, and they've opened up and they've changed from like a deep pink to peachy colour. They're just done so well. I was so pleased with them, and yeah, needed to point them out because they're so pretty. I hope you enjoyed today's haul. Hope you know, prices helped out if you're comparing with shops or anything like that. I will be on tomorrow morning, 7 AM, had to think about the time, 7 AM Greenwich Mean Time. I always say it like that because I do have people coming from all over the world. It is really, really good. I really enjoy it. I do struggle to get offline. I'm going to start trying to restrict myself, I think. Yeah, so hope to see you on the live tomorrow morning. I'm going to go now because you know I can ramble otherwise. Oh, my words, I'm not speaking properly. I do apologise. I am sending out good vibes as I always do. I hope you're catching some, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.